down the Detroit Lions 45-31 in the divisional round. Jayden Daniels putting together another mistake-free, impressive performance. And I'm ready to call it. I am ready to declare that we are looking at the best rookie quarterback in the history of the NFL in terms of everything, in terms of playing well under the bright lights, in terms of consistently showing up week in and week out, winning big games, getting to places where rookie quarterbacks, it's unfathomable. Winning 2 road playoff games to start out your playoff career. We're looking at him. I think it's time to make peace with it. I am fully bought in. They have time and time again have turned up when the lights are brightest. Washington Commanders, all in, might be America's team. 888-760-3776. Best rookie quarterback I think I have ever seen. I mean, the other argument, people were saying Stroud last year.
Yep.
And he's clearly trumped what Stroud has done, because Stroud got destroyed in that second round of the playoffs, and they didn't.
He did. And I think you probably have to measure it by playoff success, right? Stroud probably had better numbers, better regular season. But in terms of a successful season, that goes to Jayden Daniels. And I go back to what I said earlier in the show. He is lifting the guys up around him. And I'm not saying Stroud didn't, all right? Stroud didn't have Stephon Diggs, and I know he was hurt for the better half of the year. But it's not like Stroud had anything crazy either. But the fact that Jayden is able to do this in the playoffs, do it at a high level, and folks, I think we're really underplaying. Some people are really underplaying the fact that they won in Detroit. I really thought, you asked me all
People
year.
were quick to write Detroit off. I was surprised at how quick.
No,
the second they lost, everybody was, good riddance. No wonder.
No.
This team won 15 games.
Correct.
The highest point differential in the league with 2 coordinators that are running to jump to another job the second they got their head coach opportunity.
They'll be healthier next year. They'll add stuff in the draft, and I think they'll probably add free agency. Now, in every year of football, you lose and you add. But
I think they're going to take a hit.
I think that they're going to win that division again, but that's another story for another day. I don't think the Packers are going to do anything crazy. Now, maybe the Bears and Ben Johnson, is that going to turn into something overnight?
You don't think that they're going to feel the losses of Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson substantially?
Probably. I mean, you saw it with Philadelphia, the year Philly went to the championship and they lost their coordinators of the Colts and the Cardinals. But I still think they're the best team in the division. I think they're going to be playing at that field next year for a playoff game. I can't promise you they're going to go to a Super Bowl like I thought this year. But you were on me all year about Detroit, partner. I kept on saying, team of destiny. Love Dan Campbell.
I was not on you. That was my Super Bowl pick. You were the one on 49ers. I wasn't after you for Detroit. That was my pick.
Let me rephrase. You were on me was the wrong word. You kept asking me about Detroit. How about that? You kept asking me about Detroit in the season. And I kept telling you I had to change tune from the 49ers because the Niners had such a dreadful year. I was calling Detroit the team of destiny 8 weeks ago. And I still can't believe they lost that game. Jared Goff looked like the rookie quarterback. Jayden Daniels didn't. And I was very surprised. That was the number one thing I was surprised about.
Another person, can we take a pause on Aaron Glenn, on building that statue? Can we take a pause on how great he is?
The injuries, though.
So everybody was singing Aaron Glenn's praises in Week 18 when he dialed it up against Sam Darnold, and they were talking about how great he was. But the second they stink, it's all because they're all injured. Then it's because they're injured, not the first week when he did it with the defense and destroyed Sam Darnold week in and week out. It's not then. It's only when they lose and give up 45 points after a bye that we can call the injuries.
Off that point, give the flowers to Quinn. Give the flowers to that commander staff that out-coached Dan Campbell.
They out-Detroited them.
That was a good thing you said there because they did exactly what Detroit is good at. And
4th and 3, too many men on the field. Aaron Glenn, can we take a pause on how great he is?
He can't control the pick six. Would you agree?
No, but 4th and 3, for a clinching drive to make it 38-28, and they got too many men on the field on 4th and 3 from the Detroit 7-yard line.
Unacceptable.
Can't do that. And then, now he's going to pack his bags and go to turn the Jets around? Really? Are we sold on this?
Well, Mike T is unavailable today. Now, I hate to put 2 and 2 together. Is Mike T unavailable today because he's making a head coach? Colin, we got Christian Cat back at the City Place Studios, our producer, our fearless leader behind the scenes. Christian, is Mike T making moves? Did he reach out to you and let you know, hey, Mike
Aaron
T
Glenn
at work?
signing his contract today?
Did you spill the tea leaves on that? What did I call it the one day, spill the tea?
Yeah, when I asked Mike Tannenbaum, hey, good for the normal times today on Theoretically Speaking, as well as Russo and Rizzo, the answer was simply, can we push it to later in the week, comma, please, period.
Wow. Are they desperate after? So,
First domino fell.
Okay,
Ben Johnson
I was about
fell.
to say, so thank you.
Now it's a race to just pick up a coach that is halfway coherent. That is what's going on.
Do you even think Ben Johnson was considering the Jets? I don't.
No,
Okay.
but Ben, he was the first domino to
I
fall,
see.
and then now
That's a ripple effect.
But now the Jags and the Raiders are going to look elsewhere, so now they're involved in every other coach. The Jets probably thought they had their pick of the litter with the Aaron Glens of the world. Now you got more coaches in the mix.
So you're not singing Aaron Glenn's praises. You're not giving him flowers.
Ben Johnson on a bad game from Goff still put together 500 yards of offense.
Fair.
Now the Jameson Williams pick was an egregious call. I don't think you call that play in that moment. I think there's blame to be thrown around in that play specifically because there was a crucial play in the game when Jameson Williams was rolling out right and decides to throw up a Hail Mary ball to, I believe, Jahmyr Gibbs. Point being, I thought Ben Johnson did not necessarily – I didn't think anything less of what his capabilities are as a leader, as a coach, and his proficiency. Aaron Glenn, after the bye, in their building, 45 points.
Yep.
38 points. Fine.
Yep.
We'll give him the offensive the defensive touchdown. Fine. 38 points in your building after a bye. I understand how great Jayden Daniels is. That's not just because your injuries. Kirby Joseph was an all-pro. You had a first-round rookie in Terry and Arnold. Geez, how many guys? Angeloni was back. Jack Campbell's a first-round pick.
Call it what it is. It was a stinker. He had a wet stinker on national
take a pause
television.
on how great Aaron Glenn is. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Pump the brakes.
Let's take a pause. All right, you don't give up 38 points. We'll be fair. We'll be fair. 38 points after a bye in your building in the first round of the postseason. Maybe they shouldn't have been taking all those interviews in that week off. Both sides.
Right, it's a distraction.
You got all the Zoom calls with every owner in America, and you're not worried about the team that's going to come in and blitz you guys to kingdom come. I don't want to hear it, because if he's so great against Sam Darnold, then it can't be just because of the injuries against Jayden Daniels. That's not fair. You can't sing the tune only on one way of the street.
Christian, call Mike T. Tell him.
Pause. Don't do it.
Call Mike
Don't
T.
do it.
Call Mike T.
Call Tannenbaum.
Tell him Russo and Rizzo have spoken, and he better pump the brakes on Aaron Glenn, would you? Can you do that for me?
You want the Jets to be good? I'm okay with the Jets being bad.
Actually, you know what? You're right, C-Cat. I can't stand New York fan. Hire Aaron Glenn, baby. Hire Robert Salah 2.0.
Yeah, I'm a little over it. I'm going to be completely honest. That was my one big takeaway I had from over the weekend. Shifting onward, of course, into the Sunday slate of games. Rams played well, had a position to win at the Philadelphia, I believe, 14-yard line to finish off that game. But the real story came out and what happened in that Baltimore-Raven game. Mark Andrews, another pause on him. All right, we were almost done with him. He played like a left tackle for the first 5 weeks of the season, but he stunk. Oh my God, the fumble when they were down 24-19 with a chance to score and take the lead. Then the Buffalo kills a bunch of clock, gets the field goal, makes it 27-19. And to Lamar's credit, everybody wants to go after Lamar. He had a bad first half, fair. But in that second half, he was dialed.
He was.
And in that second half, he took them right down the field and put them in a position to tie the game. And it was a great play to score. He was good out of the pocket.